Moonshine Racing League Network in the middle of stage number 3 with 27 laps to go. Up front, it is the 9 of Busby, leading by the 95 on the outside. As the green flag is out, these guys are under ×2 wear. They'll be able to make it on 14 laps of fuel. Sorry if you were just getting late to the action here. A lot of, I guess you could say, rain delay coverage. Hopefully kept you tidy. Oh, we already got a car on the apron. Who's that? Like the 19 out of shape. And in the back of the pack because of it. We stay under green, the first 4 cars, 5, single file, a little bit of a gap now between the 22 and the 24. Lots of yellow cars mid-pack right there. Shout out to Joey Logano, his win here today. The Pennzoil 400, real life Monster Energy Cup Series race. Single file formation up front. The 9 continuing to lead in front of the 95, Brandon Busby. Here comes the 88 as well. Look at the 22 a run to the outside. That's John. Good run of momentum there to the outside, but no one went with him. Those Penske cars on the top lane are going to need to have something here at the end if they don't get a push right now. Keep in mind, if it stays green, these guys will have to make another pit stop under green. Now let's bring in our in-race reporter, the 14 car, or BS14. Actually, I don't know. You're in the 19 there.
Yeah.
How's the race been so far? The car almost gets loose right in front of you, the 48 car.
Yeah, let me summarize this race with one word. It would be caution. That's basically what it's been. I think we've had like one green flag run that longer than 5 laps.
Wow, they're about to tie that right now. They're getting a little bit of dicey. You see the 95 knock the commitment cone out of line. Look at the 2 car as well. Riding along with the 22, tight in formation out of turn number 2. Something these guys are always complaining about here at Daytona and Talladega. Holding a line is so hard. If you get bottlenecked and are unable to enter the turn right on another person's bumper and you guys start that crisscross behind, it really can mess up the run to get back up to the front, don't you think?
Yeah, it's all about holding the line. You see, eventually the guys who can hold the line, if they can get up, they'll go right to the front. It happens every time because if you can't hold the line, then they have to check up. They can't stay stuck in someone's bumper.
24. Hit the wall right there. Byron all the way going to go fall right back. One also mission, this is the shout out. Also the last race for the 9 car leading up front, Justin Miller. Want to give a huge shout out to that man as he works the new schedule. Will not be able to race here on Sundays. A little bit of a bobble between the 1 car, 4 car. Gave him a break. Nice some heads up driving right there, but we will certainly miss the 9 car in the competition. I have loved some of the race calls I've been able to do because of him and his wins, so he will be sorely missed. How many laps to go? 23. A pit stop here. They went back 4 or 5 laps to go, so they will need to make a fairly contact between the 4 and the 12 mid-pack. Riding along with the 95 of Busby. Standing out mid-pack. High above the 24 in 12, Chris Matakansky. Running in the tail end of this pack. He has his teammate, the 2 car up front, right behind him, the 19 there. No drafting help, trying to make that outside line work. Yes, so far no takers on that outside lane.
Yes, sir. Nobody can hold the line back here, so nothing's going to materialize. I won't count on it anyway. 3
Penske cars up top. How have they been working well together? Have the Fords been dominating, or has it been a mixture with those cautions?
It's mostly the Chevys are the ones that have the speed. The Fords haven't been doing all that much here at the blue track, so they'll go to the outside, try to make something work, and then they'll go right to it.
Riding along with the 24 car. And those 2 Hendrick Chevrolets run in the 1 and 2 position. Looks like that outside line is actually getting ahead of steam. They've been up to get to the side of the 95 right there. 22 and the 2 working together along with the 12, and I see you're tagging along, trying to make that outside line work as well.
Try something here. Just wait for the backfire. See how works. Move on for 3 seconds.
88 and the 9 working together. Oh, already got a car below the yellow line. Slipped in turn 3. That was the 1. U-Fort 1972. And it remains a single car incident, and we remain under the green flag. What a save by the 1 car there. He'll lose a lot of time. Most likely the lead draft, though, because of it. Small price to pay in order not to have any damage on that machine. Up front, the 9, Justin Miller in the 88. We always talk about going out on top. What would it mean to this 9 car if he could seal the deal here today?
I'm sure it'd be a big win for him. And if I don't win today, I hope he can. Yeah, nice way to see him go out. He's been one of the best drivers in this league. And fitting to go out that way.
Sounds like there's some chatter getting onto pit road here. It's going to be a busy time, as it's going to be the money stop, as we often refer to it. 2 tires, 4 tires. What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking probably 3.
A lot of these guys don't want to waste that time on pit road in a race that really hasn't seen a lot of tire wear. Plus, they were just on with fresher tires. 9 laps to go. Coming to 17 to go, I believe.
Become 18 to go.
18 to go. On the fuel tank window opens for these guys on lap 14. Got a car in the wall. Looks like the Kudsky car. No, it might have been the 24. It was. Oh, I'm sorry. Who? Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's
All these yellow cars kind of look alike. Where's the yellow fever? I'm sorry, if it's not the 12 and 24, then by association it was the 22. So John outside of the lead draft as well now. I often believe running in the back of the pack is harder than running in the front of the pack. Why is that there, BS?
Because it's 2 reasons. One, you get caught in a big one. I mean, they're kind of interconnected reasons, but it's, you can get caught in a big one and you can get thrown off someone's bumper from all the cars just swerving back and forth. That's yeah, but it's like when you get behind someone who isn't on the line as well as everybody else in the pack, then you can, one of the problems, they can throw you off their rear bumper into the wall.
8 car pack and a pit stop in the mix. Coming to 16 to go. That fuel window opens up in 2 laps. We're going to take you side by side. Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway here. The pay window about to open up. 14 laps. Going to be the magic number. We're 15 to go. The next time by, everybody should be able to make it from there. As far as fuel strategy, now it begins. The shift will then focus onto who gets onto pit road and who gets off without any incident or a mistake. We know a pit road speeding penalty now could take you very well out of it here this late in the game. BS, you've been one of the only cars we've seen on the outside lane. How hard is it going to be to try and get to the bottom? And when are you going to go? You have no teammates up front.
The teammates up front were really period. I'm guessing everybody's going to go next lap, and if it's going to be an 8-car move on the pit road, I'm not exactly excited to try to maneuver my way through that mess.
Well, if everybody pits, why not stay out there and try and see by yourself if you can get up to the front?
I'm not going to make another lap. I've got pit this time.
I see. So everybody here is on the fuel window here. Basically has to pit this time by. So looks like they're beginning to fan out. We'll keep an eye in the back of the pack. You see the 2 and the 19 switch. A little bit of contact up front. Everyone. Oh, the 4! Don't want to go past below the yellow line. Do they all make it? 4 cars spinning. No. Possible damage. Everyone gets onto pit road there. The 9, Justin Miller. Oh, look at the 88. Shove the 95 there. 3 wide at the entry of pit road. And Miller with a big lead getting onto pit road. Looks like they all made it on there cleanly. 3 in the 48. The 1 car are staying out on the track, but not part of that lead pack. Who gets out of pit road first? 22's away. Here comes the 9, the 88 as well. A lot of 4-tire strategies, perhaps. 9 and the 88 off pit road. I'll be interested to see if the 22, how many laps did he take as far as fuel, and what did he take on his pit stop, because I believe he is in front of these guys. Where is the 22 on the track? No, the 22, there he is. He must have been behind. That's right, he did lose the dress, so my mistake on that. He had pitted early there with the 48. Look at the 1 car. I wonder what problems happened to him. You see a lot of damage on that machine. He's barely coasting down to pit road. Any story on the 1?
I saw him on the apron coming out pit road. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him from there.
Nevertheless, he is pretty much well stopped. Will make it on to pit road, but his chances of going to victory lane at Daytona are none. Up front, it is the 99 and the 88 that have been able to gap the field a good, I would say, 20 car length in front of the 95 running in the 3rd position. However, a 5-car draft should be able to run down the 2 leaders. They'll get there, but the question is when and what do they do once they get there?
And see what they decide to do. There's a lot of little strategy calls they can make up there once they get up there.
I did not notice that you had lost the draft. What happened?
I ran out of fuel going in turn 3.
So you were right on the edge.
Yeah, I was hoping not to get them back going into pit road because they were slowing down a lot.
All right. It was 95. That's Brandon Busby, pushed by Ron Racing here. Chris Matikansky lead that front group. Oh, look at the 88. Oh, the 88! Down pit road. Why? Wow, that's going to shake up the lead. Look at the 95, pushed by Ron Racing in the 24 car. 24 car changes lanes. He'll go block with his teammate. He pushes Justin Miller now into turn number 1. Oh, Brandon Busby has got to be thinking inside that race car, what just happened? Don't know exactly why the 88 went down pit road, but now back in formation, a tight pack of cars running down the back stretch. 2 Chevys, 3 Fords, 1 Toyota. Actually, a Chevy in this game right now for the 2018 update. Wow, that 12, Matikansky, he has got to be able to try and move the 24 off the racetrack. Let's see if we can go back and figure out exactly why the 88 dropped out of line. That was Crown Royal. Have you heard anything about that?
I was listening to the chat. There was nothing going on. I'm not really sure why he did it.
All right.
He should have been able to make it to the end. I'm seeing that one.
Man, what presence of mind. Suddenly you are sitting there trying to reach the front two, and suddenly a gift falls in your lap. Everybody did a nice job to try and avoid an incident there, because the 88 took us definitely by surprise. Now the 9 is pushed by another teammate there. The 24, Ron Racing. How many laps to go?
That would be 8.
8 to go at the stripe. Coming to 7.
Coming 7 this time.
Awesome. Well, this lead pack has now dwindled to just 7 cars. They'll face a lap traffic here, I believe, but it's been kind of a clean and green flag feel, at least late in this stage, after a rash of cautions during stage 1 and 2.
That's about it. Their cautions, once they, I guess they've figured out you were streaming the race, they decided they needed to calm down.
I do expect action, though, to pick up. The question is, where and when will that breakoff point be? Does it start with the 12 with Miss Chris Manakansky, or is somebody else behind him? Because I can't imagine the 24 is going to dump the 9, not after making a big move to help him there. But do you have any teammates coming to that last lap?
Probably not, to be honest. You gotta fend for yourself.
Coming to 6 to go, and a possible storybook ending for the 9 of Justin Miller, looking to reach victory lane one last time in this series. He's got a teammate, Ron Racing, trying to defend that line with him. 3 Fords on the bottom of the racetrack here, led by Chris Matakansky at the stripe with 6 to go, coming to 5 to go next time by. Man, I often joke and say that they don't need any tear-offs on the front of the car. Everyone needs them on the rear window, because everyone's mirror driving right now. You're trying to see who's going to go with me. Who do you want lined up behind you to make that move? Oh, it's a wall hard! Ron Racing! Oh, my goodness! Right at the front of the field, it takes out the 1, the 95. Brandon Busby also major damage on the front end of that Toyota.
Yes.
Big time crash, and we stay under green. Another car that's Chris Matakansky up front. Or is that going to be the caution flag? A manual yellow?
Ooh, that going to caution. Yeah.
That is going to be a manual yellow. What a hellacious hit for the 24 car right in front of the field. Major damage on the front end of the 95 and the 1 who was already caught up in an earlier incident. I don't know what happened there. I just saw the 24 car get knocked to the outside wall. He was running in second place. What are they saying on the radio?
Ron's pretty frustrated. And other than that, I'm not really all too sure what's happening. It's a lot of mixed stuff going on through the chat.
Wow. Well, pit road is about to be a busy place. We know the 24 and the 95 are going to pit. They have some major damage to their cars. The question is, does anybody try and pit right here? I don't think you really need tires, maybe not even fuel, but if you're going to start on the outside versus the inside, that's got to weigh in on your decision, don't you think?
Yes, it does. You want to be on the inside if you can. Honestly, you can probably make the outside work if you've got a good move who can draft it. The question is, are you going to be able to find it?
All right. Only one teammate stayed out for the 9 of Justin Miller. That was Jose in that 48 car. 3 Fords, though, separate him and that 48 machine. Chris Matakansky the 2 and the 4. For Gibby and the 2. I'm so sorry. I actually forgot the name of the 2. Who is the 2?
Jerry's in the 2.
Ah, Jerry, yes. Up front from pit road. Looks like the 22 in front of the 24, the 19, the 3, and the 42. Right behind does the 24. Does the 24 go to the back of the pack for triggering that caution?
It doesn't look like it right now.
All
Also, I'm fine with him staying where he's at because that means I get the inside.
Well, there you go. Sometimes that's just a fine reading of the rules.
Yeah.
All right, so we're coming to how many to go? 3?
Yeah, this would be 3 to go.
All right, coming to 3 to go. Right along with the 9 of Justin Miller. Green flag. Ooh, Jose through the grass. 9 car didn't get going at all. That allows the 2 Penske cars teammates. However, Matigansky wasn't close enough. The 4 car below the yellow line. Yielding positions back on the racetrack. What looked like could have been a really bad restart for the inside line has allowed the 9 car to get away, but 2 Penske cars, we know how well they have worked in the past together. Can they get that outside line going again? 88 out of shape in the back of the pack. Right now, mid-pack the 19, trying to make something happen on the outside, coming to 2 to go. Everyone's sticking to the bottom line. Here comes the 22 of John pushing on the outside. Now, that outside line once again begins to form, but they're going to need a lot more help on the outside. Justin Miller not even looking out the front windshield. I guarantee it right now, trying to figure out where that position, where that run is going to come. Look at the 2. Jerry almost moved to the outside. Thought better of it. Now he's pushed to the outside by the 95. 19 and the 22. 4 car draft on the top. They're facing the white flag this time by. Do they all fit through turn 3 and 4? 3 car in the back of this pack. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Justin Miller leads right in front of the 12. We're riding along with him. Rest of the pack trying to run them down. Chris Matigansky in that 12 car. Justin Miller staying on the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, Matigansky got loose off the corner. The 24 Ron Racing. Here comes the 19. What a dramatic run to the outside hill. Clear the 12. Can he go and get the 9? Trying to get to the front. Here comes the 19 BS on the outside. Justin Miller. Does he get his storybook ending? The 19 side by side. Matigansky pushes the 9. He'll push him to one last victory contact. Justin Miller wins at Daytona. Crash coming through the start finish line. They all made it through until the very last second, but Justin Miller survives the carnage at Daytona. He'll get one last sweet trip to victory lane for his efforts. What a dramatic farewell for the 9 car. BS, you look like you had to run to the outside. The 12 changed lanes right there. Then with contact coming to the finish, how do you describe that finish there?
Well, all that, and it almost worked with basically no one helping me at all. Shit. Yeah, 12 was up a little higher than I expected him to be in, and made contact on 2nd and 5th, and less than a tri-oval. I don't know.
less than a tri-oval.
Because I crossed the line first. I mean, not first, but 3rd. I crossed it 3rd, but it was, I don't know, it scored me 5th somehow. It was weird.
Almost missed it. just trying to get cycled through all the cars, man. I hate that, but I was able to catch it right there. Well, at least I'm glad I was able to. I'm glad I kind of missed all the wrecks. I mean, you can only make wrecks sound so exciting. It's much better when it's a green flag run. You get your pit stops, and then you have something unexpected happen anyway. And it was in less time, so he'll have a nice bite-sized chunk.
Yeah, you got probably the best part of the race.
Well, let me sign off here, folks. It was great calling this race. I always am interested in running with you guys and seeing what you guys are up to. I myself will be running a limited schedule on Sundays, so I am in part of another league that I did miss tonight, but I'm in the playoffs, so I'm going to try and go until I'm eliminated. So, which very well could happen. And if that's the case, then I'll be back. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this race at Daytona as I enjoyed bringing it to you. We will see you guys next time.